This is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barros. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day everyone, welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. I'm your host Sean David, thanks for tuning in. You know what time it is NBA old school time, so today's episode I'm gonna take a look at NBA legends getting embarrassed by other players, proving that even the greatest of greats are simply human. But before we get to that, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thanks a lot you guys for supporting the show, it's really appreciated. And if you want to be a Patreon and support the show, please check out my Patreon account. Alright you guys, enough said, let's dive right into today's episode. Now, the first player that I want to talk about is John Stockton, one of my favorite players of all time, and also a player that is considered to be one of the greatest defenders the NBA has ever seen. But when he played against Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, it wasn't looking too good for John Stockton. Let's have a look.
McDyess and Ellis the forwards, Dikembe Mutombo at center, Mahmoud and Bryant Stith of the guards. Denver coached by Ernie Bickerstaff. For the Utah Jazz, Malone and Russell at the forward spots, Felton Spencer at center, Stockton and Chris Morris, the guard combination, and Jerry Sloan in his 8th year coaches the Utah Jazz. Works on Morris, double team, now Mahmoud again left corner for 3, it's good.
Seems like he's on target again tonight, Jerry.
On Malone, out to Mahmoud for 3, yes!
That's what you need to see.
That category. Mahmoud for 3, this one's good. Ellis down to Mahmoud for 3, 4 for downtown for Mahmoud now. Mahmoud again, up at the top for 3, yes! He's 5 out of 5 in this first period of play. Mahmoud again, right side up and in. The shooters roll one more time, he has 22. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Mahmoud again for 3. Stockton all over him this time, he misses. 10 seconds for the Jazz on their last possession. Mahmoud a steal. Layup, good!
At the end of the game, Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, would score 51 points and 44 points on John Stockton. Unbelievable. Now, if you watch my show on a regular basis, then you know that Michael Jordan is by far my favorite player of all time. But I gotta admit, even as a Michael Jordan fan, that there were a few players that made Michael Jordan really work for his money. And one of those players were Reggie Lewis, the Kawhi Leonard of the 1980s and 1990s. Let's have a look.
Looked at him as a quiet assassin. He was just an offensive machine.
He blocked 4 of Michael Jordan's shots in one game. There's no one in all of Michael's career that can make that claim.
To pull out of a slump, it has affected him throughout the month of March. Jordan had it deflected. The block 14 for 21 from the line. Here's Jordan going left and rejected by Lewis.
Have long arms and good athleticism here. Lewis around 6'7", can extend, get up, and actually Jordan was shooting
out of 10 on the shot clock. Jordan, he had it deflected. Harris on the rebound. Pippen with the step, and then rejected by Bird. Jordan was deflected short. Oh, superb defensive sequence by the Celtics.
And with the Celtics,
Reggie Lewis with 4 rejections. That shows what a job he's done on Michael Jordan. Pippen for 3. Shaw able to keep it alive. Lewis from downtown. Reggie Lewis with the 3 to tie the game at 110.
And the next player on my list is Kenny Smith. Now, with Kenny Smith working for TNT, cracking jokes and all, we tend to forget that he was a 2-time NBA champion and at one point was averaging 17 points and 7 assists per game. But even with those stats, there was one player that really liked to embarrass Kenny Smith on a regular basis: Dana Barros.
Amazing, because
Take a look at Clarence Weatherspoon as Dana Barros hits a three, but Clarence Weatherspoon is one of the best in the league at making his teammates better basketball players. Everything that Dana's throwing up tonight is going in. Barros by Smith for two. Barros the pick from Bradley. Dana for two, and Barros is hot here in the first.
There's one more than they had last night when they got up 23 shots, but Dana Barros trying to stay with it.
Barros in rhythm.
Salaries to try to get that thing even with Court.
Barros. Yes! Dana Barros with 40. One away from his career high. 3-on-2. Dana for the career high. Yes! And he did it as you would love him to with a three-pointer. Barros, yes, for two more. He's got 45. There they go. Barros for 50. Yes!
That's why John Lucas called that timeout. You called it, Mark. Get Dana Barros a three.
I always took pride that I used to say, in Charles, we use this saying a lot. I used to like playing against little guards because I say it's like shooting over a chair. I used to say, oh, I'm going to get all my jumpers off today. And he was a good player, but Dana Barros, he just got rolling for some reason when he saw my face. And so, rolling. So he had his career high. He had 50 points against us. Houston. We were up like 17, 18.
Us or me?
No, on me. No, wait. But no.
Just 48 on him.
No, wait. The best part about it, the best part about it is when Sam Cassell came to the team. He didn't know I had trouble with Dana Barros. So, first 2 or 3 plays, he get rolling. Boom, boom. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get these 2 fouls. Right. It's not coming in. So then, Sam, so soon, foul shaving. We up. I'm like, I'm not getting the business.
Now the next one I'm pretty sure you all know. It is the 1995 NBA playoffs and the Spurs are facing the Rockets in the Western Conference Finals. David Robinson receives the MVP and Hakeem Olajuwon gets pissed. In that series, he literally took Robinson apart, averaging 35 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And by the way, the Spurs got swept.
It was a point Hakeem would drive home to David Robinson.
Oh, man!
He didn't know how to guard Hakeem.
If David Robinson is not quick enough to stop you, nobody is.
Dream gave him too many fakes, and I think that's just really frustrated him.
I tell you, Olajuwon has David Robinson just bamboozled.
You kind of felt like he could do what he wanted when he wanted.
Robinson is saying, what must I do?
Next to have LeBradford Smith versus Michael Jordan. If you watched the Last Dance documentary, then you know this one, so I keep it short. LeBradford Smith was never a star player and he only played in the NBA for 3 years, so he was more of a bench player. But he did manage to embarrass the greatest player of all time.
Second call on a play like that. Michael hits him on the body and he nails it, and again, Smith. 7 for 9 from the field. He has really got that touch going.
At the end, LeBradford Smith had 37 points while scoring 25 of them on Michael Jordan, even outscoring MJ. So no matter what you do with your life, this is something that you can really be proud of. Alright, now we're getting to the last one, and I really gotta say I love it when NBA stars admit that they had trouble with bench players, role players, or whatever. So the next one is Chris Webber and Marty Conlon, a role player that averaged 6 points in his entire career, but apparently gave Chris Webber a hard time.
I gotta go with Marty Conlon.
Oh, Marty Conlon.
His jump shot was so ugly that I made up the rule. And I'm talking stuff in practice. If anybody go for his pump fake, it's a $100 fine. I went for every pump fake. I mean, he gave me about 25, and I just remember just being there like, I know his game. He can't get by me, and he just every time he gave me the business many times. Marty, he was the man.